Everyone. Thank you for tuning to our presentation on meeting children's basic needs, survival, safety, and well-being in early childhood education. This is at the core of what it means to be a child. All smiles, tantrums, or turn away reveals something about how safe, secure, and loved a child feels. Both these areas of learning development are identified in early learning framework. One of the belonging, being, and becoming key principle is well-being. Educators create a base for curiosity, creativity, and resilience when they look after the physical and emotional well-being of children. Our aim today is to specify these requirements and connect with children's conduct. We look at the inspection of brain development, context, and well-being. Describe 5 teaching methods and 5 learning tasks. Think about how teachers foster self-esteem, agency, and emotional intelligence. Like 2. Defining the basic needs in early childhood education. Subscription needs can be loosely placed into 3 independent categories: survival, food, water, sleep, rest, cleanliness, and medical attention. Safety. Safety means physical safety, no harm, as well as safety in routines, unpredictable adults and child lives. Health, love, sense of community, and emotional security. Maslow's hierarchy cautions us when the base levels of survival security are threatened with higher learning is not possible. In early learnings that translate to ensuring children show up for meals that are rich in nutrients and follow consistent routines, not dramatic levels of routine but consistent enough so that children feel emotionally safe where they are. Tasumi argues that when children most basic needs have been taken care of, their energy moves away from survival towards exploration. That's why calm, caring routines, the warm hellowness, smooth transitions, and clear boundaries nurture both behavior and learning.
I'll talk about why safety and well being matters. Safety and health aren't just emotional concepts, they are biological needs. The BU framework stresses that secure relationships regulates the body stress systems. When children have a sense of unsafety or fear, their brain unleash cortisol and active the fight flight freeze reaction. The effects of long term stress on brain development and memory, despite whether a person is exposed to trauma, ongoing toxic stress, also interferes with the development of memory systems in the brain and can endure impulse control over time. One such study by the Australian Institute of Family Studies found that stability, affection, and care can be a protective shield against the physiological injury, whereas instability can result in withdrawal or violence. By offering them predictable environments, routines they know, safe places to play, and warm relationships, educators also provide the stability that allows children's brains and emotional sleeves to grow in healthy ways. Let's talk about the behavior as communication. Everything we do is communication. According to the McCain Alliance for Families, children will act out how they feel about a verbally challenging concept. For example, a young children who throws toys might be overstimulated or overtired. A preschooler who doesn't want to join group play may have separation fears, and when behavior is interpreted as communication rather than disobedience, the reactions are kind and transformative. Potter maintains guidance does not control, promotes understanding and trust. Tantrums or tears often indicate our children are emotionally overwhelmed. The PACER Center states and require co-regulation, not punishment. By watching, collecting evidence of and thinking about the behaviors, educators can note patterns and provide the appropriate support needed.
Brain and early experiences. Brain development is dependent on experience. In the first 5 years, neurons make connections at an astonishing rate, more than 1 million per second. Responsive caregiving, answering cries, soothing distress, making eye contact activates the child's prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that helps control emotion and empathy. Chronic neglect of fear, on the other hand, causes the amygdala, the brain's alarm system, to go into overdrive. Harvard Science of Neglect states that these stress responses become toxic and negatively impact emotional regulations if establishing engagement with a caring adult does not occur. Therefore, addressing needs of survival and safety is not just humane but scientifically necessary. Everyday teachers build the neurological architecture of warmth, reliability, and presence. Context, relations, and attachment. Children grow up in social and cultural environments, families, communities, early learning settings. Safe relationships in all these settings are what allow them to understand the world. The National Scientific Council of Developing Child notes that relationships are the active ingredients in healthy development. When those adults respond reliably, the child's brain becomes weird to trust. When responses are mixed, the child learns to be anxious and defensive. This science meshes perfectly with attachment theory. Investment in early years result in secure attachment, which leads to empathy, social competition, and reliance through life. Teachers may perform as second attachment figure when they are sensitive, available, and the capability of expressing affection.
Holistic development and behavior. Development is the whole physical, cognitive, social, and emotional interconnect. Even a child who is hungry could come off as defiant for no other reason than the fact that his or her body requires energy. If a child is already tired, self regulating will be challenged. Educators are directed to contemplate these domains together. As a reminder, behavior guidance starts with prevention, having the physical and emotional environment designed for children so that issues do not come up. Holistic strategies also honor diversity. Some children may require a quiet environment while others may benefit more from movement or sensory experiences to help them feel regulated. The pedagogical strategy. First, attachment based practice. Our initial pedagogical approach is attachment informed practice. Indeed, Sparking, Remy, and Taylor refers to what they described as enriched caregiving engagement that is thoughtful, both warm and reliable. For example, welcoming each child by name upon arrival, distracting a child that is crying and helping reduces them immediately, having regular pay patterns for sleep and meals. These practices communicate to the child you are safe and valued here. This security has a soothing effect over time and promote cooperation. As Porter reminds us, attachment is a bridge between safety and learning.
Hi, I'm presenting the slide 9 pedagogical strategies to emotional coaching. The second is emotional coaching. Tomini highlights that adults need to assist children in identifying, naming, and controlling emotional. So rather than shut down feelings, stop crying. Educator can validate and help lead. You are sad because playtime is over. Let's take a big deep breath together. This type of response demonstrates empathy and breed emotional literacy. This has the potential to support self-awareness and self-maintenance. Two of B5 key area of social emotional learning, emotional coaching, change behavior for reactive to response. So the slide 10 is pedagogical strategy 3, modeling positive interaction. The third strategy is modeling. According to Bandura's social cognitive theory, children learn to watch others. When school staff work together through problems without raising their voice, use polite word or say they are sorry for a mistake, students see how such interacts play out. That's why when a teacher says, I'm sorry, I looked that way without asking, let's say children learn about responsibility. Positive modeling extends to relationship with peers as well. Engaging in themes of teamwork, sharing, talking, turn to support friend contributes to building of empathy for others and pro-social behavior. As protector comes, children learn best not for what adults say but for what they do. So the slide 11, pedagogical strategies 4 and 5. Predictability and strength-based language. The fourth approach we use in predictable schedule, the IFS, as the children benefit from constantly after trauma or change visual schedule, constant educator and clear transaction help them know what is coming next. The element of predictability is necessary for a feelings of control, which is fundamental to emotional safety. NSDC notes the normal caregiver's calm nerve stress response so children can explore and avoid play. The fifth strategy is positive frame language. Instead of pointing out mistake, don't spill. Educator can compliment effort. You are carrying that carefully. According to Decas and Bandora, prizing effort foster self-engagement and a growth mindset in children, encouraging them to preside, promoting a child culture in such way foster confidence, accountability, and internal motivation.
Slide number 12, 5 learning opportunities to support behavior. So now we are going to apply these things into real life and try to make them a learning opportunity for children. Firstly, feeling corner or calm space. A cozy space with floor cushions, mirrors, and books like the color monster. Here, the children have access to naming and regulating their feelings all on their own, and it promotes self regulation and agencies. Secondly, the puppet play for empathy. This is the use of puppet play is basically enables children to express their feelings and practice interpersonal situation. Also, like puppet play is based on the tool which enhance emotional vocabulary and empathy. Teacher can model problem solving dialogues like, Bunny, how could you tell Fox you were very angry? The third one is mindfulness and breathing games. So easy exercise like br- smell the flour, blow the candles, or bubble breathing relax the nervous system. Adding these before the transaction has helped the children to concentrate and prevent meltdowns. Fourthly, family partnership projects. Shared display like our family wall or a photo book from home develops belonging and continuity across contexts. According to ASICPA, highlights like this Highlights like this shows two-way relationship between families and educator, establishing a sense of security and trust. The fifth one, the circle time and the group dialogues. There is a daily sharing circle which promotes a good listening and taking turns with empathy. Children learn to honor a variety of feelings and beliefs. According to VCAA practice guide, associate this with the early EYLF outcome number 2, childs are connected and with and contributed to the world. These 5 opportunities combine to create place with emotional learning is not only encouraged but also valued by the cognitive learning. Slide number 13, teachers reflection nourishing self-esteem and agency. For educator who succeed in a meeting children's need, the work starts to become the foundation of all other learnings. As Potter cited, it is through understanding, not obedience. The children develop inner discipline. That means moving away from the external control, rewards, and punishment toward internal motivation. Self-regulation growth when educator co-regulate calm with not at children. Promote self regulation. What helped you feel better? Celebrating efforts, not perfection. So basically, B4U framework demonstrate that expressions build emotional intelligence. Children start to put name on feelings, controlling urge to think about other. Gradually they and learn I can manage my own emotion and make good choices. So now moving towards the conclusion and the group statement. In a summary, the response to the children's most basic survival and safety needs forms the foundation for all early learnings. Safe, stable, and nourishing relationship promotes healthy brain development, emotional security, and social competence. Teachers are co-regulated advocates and respectful role model. According to early childhood code of ethics encourages us to act in the best interest of all children by establishing environments that they are safe, caring and empowering. In doing so, we will meet the child's need with empathy and respect. We are just guiding behaviors, we are building the capacity of the next generation to be kind and mentally healthy for life. Thank you so much.